You ever notice how the same story can make you a legend or a loser? Same words, same facts, yet one version has people cheering and the other has them walking away. Why? It isn't what you say, it's the frame you put it in. The frame is the invisible script that decides what people feel, who they trust, what they believe. Master it, you are untouchable. Miss it, you are just noise. Whose frame are you stuck in right now? You think that was yours or someone else's frame? Because if people don't spot the frame, you're not just losing the argument, you're losing control of the story. Let's cut to the chase. You've been in moments where you're making your case, job interview, heated debate, or just convincing your friend for your restaurant pick. Facts lined up, argument airtight. But it flops. They don't buy it. They don't even hear you. That is because the real fight isn't about facts. It's about the frame, the lens that shapes how your words land. Get it right, your point feels like gospel. Get it wrong, you're shouting into a hurricane. You ever explain a joke and suddenly it's not funny anymore? That is the frame shattering. Picture this. Party. Someone says, "You're so quiet tonight. Everything okay?" Innocent, right? But it's a frame. Paints you as withdrawn. Maybe weird. Suddenly, you're explaining, proving you are fine. They didn't argue. They set the stage. You are playing their game. Is that your fear or their frame boxing you in? Flip it. Smile. Say, "I'm just soaking it all in, observing the chaos." Boom. You're not quiet. You're thoughtful. In control. Frame shifts. Now they're wondering what you're seeing. I got schooled on this at a startup pitch event. Weeks on slides, numbers perfect. Halfway through, an investor cuts in. This feels like a passion project, not a business. Ouch. One sentence framed my vision as a hobby. Room went cold. That one sentence, in one breath, years of work got reframed as a hobby, and I let it happen. I threw out more data, but it was over. He didn't debate me. He changed what the conversation was about. That night, I couldn't sleep. Realized I didn't lose on facts. I lost on perception. The frame was the battlefield, and I showed up unarmed. Framing is everywhere. Leaders rally crowds. Brands make you need stuff. Coworkers steal credit with a word. They aren't smarter. They're better at setting the stage. You're already in this game. Every convo, post, choice, it's a frame being set. Don't control it, someone else will. Set the battlefield, and you're ready to face the traps inside. The toughest frames aren't from others. They're the ones you carry inside. Mental traps, sneaky beliefs that feel like truth but act like quicksand. Pull you under before you know you're sinking. You ever feel someone twist your compliment into criticism? That is a reframing ambush. You know the voice. You can't walk away. You've sunk too much. Speak up, they'll think you're dumb. My fave, you're not ready yet. Wait longer. These aren't doubts. They are traps keeping you small. You think that voice is protecting you or trapping you? I fell into one at a local event, speaking to 50 people. Said yes. Then my brain went rogue. What if you choke? They'll hate you. Days over preparing, barely sleeping. On stage, I was a wreck. The trap? I had to be perfect or I'd be a fraud. Nobody put that on me. I did. That fear, it wasn't real, but it owned me. Halfway through, people nodded, smiled. They didn't want perfection, just something real. That trap almost stole the moment. Mental traps are bad writing. Scarcity trap. Lose this chance, you're done forever. Approval trap. Bend over to make everyone like you. They are chains. The world exploits them. Last chance sales hit your scarcity trap. Online arguments, algorithms frame them to hook your approval trap. You ever meet someone whose approval trap is a full-time job, like their self-worth depends on emoji reactions? That mental trap? It's just a frame you didn't set. Whose approval are you chasing right now? Break the traps, and you're ready to see the strings. Framing's power is how quiet it is. Not a shouting match, a whisper that changes everything. A question, glance, word, tilts the stage. Your coworker says, bold choice, but is it practical? Sounds like feedback, but it's a frame. Makes your idea reckless. Now you're defending, not leading. News headline, crime spikes in city. frames you to feel unsafe. Stats unchanged. Same reality, different lens. I saw this at a family gathering. My cousin pitched his business. Full of fire. Uncle, sly grin, says, "Sounds fun, but sustainable?" Room went quiet. Cousin backpedaled, explaining costs. His plan was solid. He didn't need to. That question framed him as naive, and he bought it. That one grin stole his fire. Frames are spells. They don't need to be true to work. You think you're free or dancing to their strings? This isn't just personal, it's systemic. Ads frame you as incomplete without their product. Politicians frame opponents as threats. Social media frames posts for reactions. Anger, envy, fear. They aren't arguing, they're rigging the game. What is the hidden frame you didn't question today? Is that reaction yours or just their frame pulling you? Frames are invisible strings moving you. You don't see them, you're dancing to their tune. See the strings and you're ready to break them. Here's where you take your power back. You don't have to live in their frames or your traps. Reframe isn't about ignoring reality, it's choosing what it means. High stakes meeting, idea ignored. Brain screams, they don't respect you. Trap, reframe. They're distracted by their priorities. You're not a victim, you're a strategist. Pivot, find their angle, try again. Is that failure yours or just their frame? I used this freelancing. Client ghosted me after weeks on a project. Gutted. Thought I failed. That silence, it felt like I was nothing. Reframed, this freed me for better work. Doubled down on outreach. Landed 2 bigger clients. Shift didn't change rejection, it changed me. Reframing is your secret weapon. Turns panic into precision. Doubt to drive. I'm not ready becomes I'm learning as I go. They're judging becomes they're curious. They're curious. Isn't fake positivity, it's rewriting so you are in control. At a friend's wedding, I was nervous for a toast. Public speaking is my thing. Brain said, "You'll bomb. Everyone's watching." That fear, it was choking me. Reframed. Chance to honor my friend. Focused on him, not me. Words flowed. People clapped. Turned dread into a moment I won't forget. You ever feel a bad day crush you? Reframe it. This is building my grit. What's that moment you're letting define you? Reframe anywhere. Tough feedback, showing me how to grow. Bad day, teaching resilience. Flips a switch in your mind. Reframe and you're ready to set your stage. Endgame. Most stumble through life reacting to frames. Bosses, fears, internets. Winners, they don't wait for permission. They set the stage. History's giants. Oprah frames stories as triumph. Musk frames cars as the future. They don't argue, they define what matters. You don't need billions, just intention. Tough spot, negotiation, conflict, choice. Decide what it's about. Job interview, I'm solving their problems. Argument, finding common ground. You reacting or directing the scene. I tried this, pitching a risky idea to my team. Felt the skepticism. Instead of defending, I framed, this is how we outpace everyone. That doubt in a room, it almost broke me. Painted the win, not the risk. They got fired up. That's when I realized, you don't win by defending. You win by framing. Whose stage are you playing on right now? World is a mess of frames boxing you in. You aren't here to play small. See the strings. Cut them. Write your script. Frame every moment like it's yours, because it is. What's stopping you from owning your stage? Set your stage, and nothing holds you back. You don't need to fight louder, you just need to frame sharper. If this cracked open how you see the world, send it to someone still stuck in someone else's frame. You've seen how words shape perception, but what if silence is louder? The quiet ones, they are the real architects. Let's rewrite the script together. Frame it or be framed. Now you see how reality can be twisted without changing a single fact. But here's the darker truth. Once they frame your mind, they start pulling your strings. The next video exposes the 5 psychological tricks manipulators use every day to control you, without you realizing it. Click here to see how it works and how to break free.